Yeah, I'm David Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. We're out here to do a candlelight vigil on behalf of my son, and also to bring light into other families who are going through similar situations. So thank you. I'm thanking everybody who's out here to support. We need to stand in solidarity to bring attention to this case and to make a statement.
Oh, I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you.
Hello, everyone. Dave Robinson here. I'm the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Thank you so much for joining us quick live. I wanted to speak to you all about the upcoming event on June the 28th here in 2025. America's Son, the candlelight visual that I've been working on for a little over a month now, to put together to highlight, my son's story, to keep his story out there, to just to memorialize everything that Daniel has been doing, who he is as a person, but also because of who we are as a family, who Daniel is. I want to make sure that I'm doing something every year to also, bring attention to the crisis that we have in this country, as well as open opportunities for families to be able to have their voice heard. I know the pressures and I know the pains families we go through when it comes to looking for our loved ones. I've been there, done that, and I still continue to be there to fight. And I'm telling you, sometimes it's very hard, even in situation where God has blessed that I was able to get Daniel's story on a national platform, but it's not easy to keep it there. It's definitely not easy to keep it there. You can talk to any family that will tell you that. The event will be here, right here in Columbia, South Carolina, again on the 28th, right at the South Carolina Statehouse grounds. You guys right in the state capital, Columbia, South Carolina. It'll be for those who live here or who know about Columbia, and the Statehouse here it would be on the north stairs, the north grounds. That'll be on the Gervais Street side of things. So just wanted you guys to be aware of that for those who, like I say, will be coming out. But I wanted to make sure that everyone understands there's a couple of things I will be doing one thing I'll be doing pre candlelight visual is, my son went missing on the 23rd. The 23rd, I believe, is on a Monday or Tuesday. Of course, we don't have many people that be off from work on the weekdays, so I wanted to make sure that families have opportunity, like I said, to share their loved one's story, to be there for you guys to participate. Our family, Daniel's grandparents, his siblings, cousins, you name it, friends, College of Charleston. Everyone can come and join in, and that's the reason why I brought it here to Columbia. But at the same time, like I said, Daniel went missing on the 23rd of June. I want to make sure everybody are aware of that, those who have not heard about Daniel's story. But on June 23rd, I plan to do something like this, a live. We'll be doing a live stream. You guys probably remember I did a fast and prayer for Daniel. I've been doing that every month. I have stopped for a length of time now, but I want to do it again. I want to do it on the week before, the week of the candlelight visual. I would do a fast and prayer on the 23rd. You guys want to join me here on the live stream to fast and pray with me. For those who believe in prayer, that's what I believe in. That's what I do. And also I want to, just let everybody know Daniel's been missing for 4 years. If God, bless that I find him today or tomorrow, that would be a blessing. But, if that time comes and, the 23rd gets here, I will be doing a live stream. So again, for families who will be joining us, I have a couple information. Again, the American Son Candlelight Vigil is on June 28th. You see it right here on the bottom of the screen. It'll be at 6 p.m. for those who joining in, for families, and of course, those who are participating will be there at 5. But at 6:00 p.m. was when we will start this event. It will be from 6 to 9 p.m. If you guys again want to support these families, please come out. I'm pleased to say that we have a host of part. Of course, I'm part of the Daniel Ross Foundation, so we'll be there, of course. But you also have Missing Struggle will be there, and as well as the Gabby Petito Foundation, and some of the others will be there. But I wanted to say, first of all, to Mrs. Struggle and the Gabby Petito Foundation, thanks so much for being there for me in this time to be able to support these families, and also all the other resources that we will have at this event. Thank them for as well for being a part of this. I'm still trying to work on getting the sheriff department. I did give them a message there, waiting for a definite response to get Leon Lott out there as well. For those who know who he is, he usually comes to events like this, so hopefully he would. But we have Sled and some of the others. But again, it'll be on the 28th, you guys. So if you want to join in, please support the family seats. Please support us. We need all the support that we can get. Family members, please, you see this video, please share, show up. For the families of the missing, if you have a missing loved one, again, if you want to share the story, I will take you to the website shortly so you can understand how this goes. But you can visit pleasehelpfinddane.com, and you can go to the first page. You can scroll down just a little bit. You probably could see it just by going on pleasehelpfinddane.com. You see a green loan strip button there where you can sign up. You fill out that form, give the information that we need. And the good part of this sign up is for any family, whether you are across the country and you just can't be there on the 28th. I'm asking you to please sign up if you can, because we want to be able to even say your loved one's name, get the information that we can out into the Candlelight Visual, be able to say these names and the family story. If you have any information you want us to share, like flyers and things like that, and you can't make it, I will, once you put your information there, I email you with the address. You can send that material to me, and we can share that out at the Candlelight Visual. So those are ways that you actually still can have your loved one. Because the whole point this whole event is to make sure I'm doing my part to help families get a platform where they can be heard. I am working on media coverage. I know the Gabby Petito Foundation can help with that by them showing up at this event, and also the fact that Daniel's case is also a national story. So we want to make sure we get the news media involved, WLTS, Channel 10, Fox 57, all of the local channels, as well as if I can get some national coverage, I will be pushing for that too. So again, I lastly have to say before I jump on this website for you guys, if you have a tip about my son, those who watching, it'll be going on 4 years on the 23rd. Our number is 844-602-0660. That is a tip line that's still actively working. I pay for that. And I really need you guys to utilize that tip line to give us the lead that we're looking for all these years. It's time to speak up and talk about it. If you have leads in another case and you don't know how to get in touch with somebody's family, that's another way you can help that family, because you best believe I will share that information with that family. If you need me to share it with law enforcement, I can do that as well. But this is an anonymous tip line, 844-602-0660. You can remain anonymous if you like. 24 hours, 7 days a week, live operators will take your call. If you don't want to talk to anybody at all, you can still text the word tip to that same number. Just text the word TIP to the number and the form will come up. You still can remain anonymous. You can do it all by text, remain anonymous. So again, I have gotten tips in the past from those who just don't want to know who they are. I still don't know who they are, but they was able to leave some type of form of tip to me. Nothing really fan out on these tips, but I can say, you guys, thank you for whoever they are and whoever you are who's been leaving these tips. Every tip count. So I really appreciate it when you guys do that. Again, the American Visual Candlelight Visual, the American Sun Candlelight Visual will be on the 28th of this month, and I will take you to the website so you guys can really, for the families can really sign up if you need to sign up and you want to be a part. Please sign up. Please, I would like to see you there. This is the website, pleasehelpfinddane.com, for those who want to join in. Again, go to the website here, Please Help Find. On the first page here, you will see down, like I said, on the screen, you see this button here. It says family sign up. Click here. Family sign up. Click here. Well, if you click the button there, it will take you. And I need to change it, you guys. Tell you guys when you come on here, you click on the button and it'll make it easy. I was going to make this button a little smaller, but it probably needs to stay that size. But go to this button, push the button there to take it to the form. Once you get to the form, you're able to, like I said, sign up. You sign up for the event. We'd like to have you out there. The information that you share about your loved one, your information, we have to verify, of course, but we want to make sure that you're sharing your loved one's story at the event. We can share it for you. Or if you saying you want to come, that's the information. We know you're coming. If you can't come, like I said, you can actually still leave out your information. And also, like I said before, I will be checking those emails, and I will send you an email. If you say, "Hey, look, I just want to send out some flyers to you. I want to send out information," I'll provide an address for you to send out information, send your flyers and material like that. Again, anybody who still want to donate, you still have the donation button here for this event. I really appreciate everybody who did donate because you guys made this possible. So thank you so much for being doing that for me. Because without you guys, like I say, even from day one, searching for my son, the 50th search, all that came from you guys helping out, starting from keeping my boots on the ground, things like this, these shirts. The billboards all across Arizona from the east side to the west, thousands and thousands of flyers across the country. My ability to be able to travel and follow leads to, I just can go on and on and on. The city searches, the flyer distribution within the cities, all of that stuff, and I really appreciate everybody who's been supporting from day one. Again, I'm Dave Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Just wanted to make a real quick note for you guys that, I would like to see you all out there on the 28th. Please come in. All you can, just bring people. Oh yeah. One last thing too. If you know someone who have a missing loved one and they don't know about this event, please tell them and let them know, explain what I just explained to you, that, I would like to have them there. So if they can come, please. I wish I had ways to be able to fly people out for you, get you out there to the event. I just don't have that kind of resources, but I can tell you it's worth the while. I will be out there doing everything I can to make sure your voice is heard. But if you can't be there, I get it, because it's very expensive for people to travel nowadays. You can't be there. You still need to sign up if you can for this event, so we can share your loved one's story. And also, again, you can let them know that, hey, you know what, if you leave information that, hey, look, I want to be able to send out flyers to you for my family member, I would provide a address for you to send that to. And we can share those while we are having this candlelight vigil with all of those out there. And I can tell you about Columbia real quick. On the weekend, it gets crowded. We have USC downtown, University of South Carolina. It's all of that. It's the campus area. So on the weekends, the students are out there from all over. People come in from all over. We have things called Solar City that shows up, and people up and down Main Street. So it's a lot of people out there. And so this event will draw a lot of attention. So I want to make sure that we have the families there to be able to tell your stories, have the news organizations out there, be able to share your stories. And I thank the Gabby Petito Foundation. I thank the Missing Struggle for coming out to this event to help along with that as well. So again, I say I'm trying to make sure I didn't leave anything out, but I say, you know what? I hope to see you guys there. I really appreciate those who can be there, and those who can't, please keep us in your prayers. And don't forget, on the 23rd, I will be doing a live stream here on whatever you're watching me right now. I will be doing a live stream here on that day to bring in that my son will miss it on 23rd, but I want to do something that everyone can participate, whether you're there or not. So it'll be something really small, but it's the fast and prayer for Daniel. You guys see me do it before. Again, I'm a man of faith. I believe in prayer. I'm praying for not just Daniel, but for all the families that going through. We have 600,000 Americans go missing every year, 3,000 a day, 2,000 with your children. We praying for those families that are going through things right now as we speak. It's a pain that you can ask anybody who's going through this, who have a missing loved one. It's a pain that no family want to go through. It's a pain that we all been through that have missing loved ones, and we don't wish it on anyone. Trust me. You guys can look at me and tell. Sometimes people say, man, I can tell you've been through a lot. Yes, it's a lot. It's a lot to this thing. But you know what? We make it through because of people like you. who's been supporting, sharing these stories, be giving encouragements, you name it. It really matters. So thank you so much, everyone. I truly appreciate you guys. Real quick, I'm going to put these everybody on chats up on the screen really quick. You guys, I'm not answering any questions, things like that, but I want to say thank you so much, little Miss Sunshine, again. And thank you so much, Don Holmes. Thank you so much for being here. And Amy, thank you. I really appreciate it. I always hope someone calls for a tip lead. Yes, thank you so much. God bless you, and thanks so much for your positive energies. I really appreciate each and every last one of you that, like I said, join in. Again, I'm David Robinson. I'm Father Geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Thank you so much for joining in. I will leave one news clip here, and then I'm going.
Where is Daniel Robinson?
Saturday night, that question on the hearts and minds of Daniel Robinson's family and friends gathered at the state capitol asking for more to be done since the now 25-year-old geologist vanished in the Buckeye Desert.
My son is just not my son. He's also America's son, because this happened to a lot of families.
Since then, his father, David, organizing search parties hoping to find his son. Volunteers showing up week after week, standing strong with the Robinson family.
Daniel could be any one of us, and so we definitely need to bring awareness to the situation. If we don't speak up for him, and help find him, who will?
Daniel and my son went to the same high school. Felt it was my duty as his neighbor to be here to support him and really try to figure out where Daniel is and bring him home safe.
David's search parties found Daniel's Jeep Renegade rolled over in a ravine, airbags deployed, his clothing found inside out, boots and socks, wallet and laptop, no blood, no signs of injury, no signs of Daniel.
God knows how much we can bear, and at times I feel like I can't really take but so much more.
But in his weakest times, David says it's the volunteers that provide him strength.
Everybody know that I call them my extended family. And so this visual is the same thing. We all here have one common goal, and that's to find Daniel and also to bring light what happened to other families.
As the Robinsons' extended family light candles tonight, their collective light shines towards that day when their question is answered and Daniel comes home. Josh Sanders, 12 News.
At the break of dawn, in the middle of the Arizona desert, a crowd of strangers meet for one purpose.
You guys coming out here to help me out, I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
To help another stranger, a father desperately searching for his 24-year-old son, Daniel Robinson.
Since he was a child, he liked to challenge everything.
He was born with a challenge.
And I wanted to introduce him to prosthetics because he's born one hand. We quickly learned that that's something that Daniel didn't want. He let nothing stop him. He decided to be a geologist once he got into freshman year in college. He excelled that. He graduated with honors.
Daniel's first job is checking the viability of water wells in the Arizona desert.
He loved this area, of course, because of the rock formation. You're a geologist, this is the best place to be.
But the terrain became a hellscape for his dad when Daniel went missing back in June from his job site.
And what number search is this?
This is search number 14.
Navigating the dangers in the desert, the Army veteran knows firsthand time is of the essence.
When I called the Buckeye Police Department, they told me that I had to wait actually 3 hours because they had a 12-hour, report time when you can say a person is missing. Then I called them back and put in a missing person report. I got very worried. That's when I got very worried. I asked the Buckeye Police Department to go out and search that area. The officer told me that they were going to send a vehicle out there, a helicopter out to search for him. I was relieved. And then he called back an hour later and said, no, it was a no-go. I'm his dad, and he's my son. I lost all sense of reality. At that moment, I said, you know what? They're not going to look for my son. I'm going to have to do it myself.
Before he arrived, police did decide to search on foot and with helicopters.
This is the last place your son was seen?
The last place.
What do you think happened, David?
I think a lot happened here. I'm very suspicious.
But he doesn't know what. A month in, there's a break in the case, and police call Robinson.
I got afraid, actually, that it's going to be some bad news. He said, no, we just found his vehicle.
Some ranchers found it, and then at that point, we conducted our investigation and additional searches.
What was the condition of the car? If it had rolled over, it sounds like it was pretty bad.
Yeah, the car was on its side. The sunroof was kicked out at that point, so he might have exited through the sunroof.
His wrecked car in a ravine, both airbags deployed, Daniel's cell phone, clothes he was wearing that day, and a case of water all found at the crash site. But not Daniel.
People don't just disappear into thin air.
True.
Does that sort of feel like what's happened here?
Yes. Yeah, it's very, very challenging case.
No matter how much the family asks for this to be a criminal investigation, can you make that happen?
We can't make up evidence. Absolutely suspicious circumstances related to the case.
Frustrated and heartbroken, Robinson hired a private investigator.
Where are we going?
Down here is where the vehicle was recovered from.
Is that the glass from the car?
Yes.
When you looked at this accident, what are the discrepancies that you noticed right away?
I believe it was in more than one collision.
What does the data from the black box of the car tell you?
That there was 11 additional miles on the vehicle since the airbags came out.
What does that tell you?
That tells me it was crashed somewhere else.
Does that sound suspicious? What explains that?
Well, we had the national expert that came in and provided us his findings, and then they ended up speaking to an expert at Jeep, and the expert says, yes, sometimes that happens, and it's not unusual.
But the data also shows someone tried to start the car 46 times after the crash.
That's something we can't explain.
It begs the question, again, the family is saying it's criminal. It's got to be he's in danger. Do something.
Right. No, I agree. But we need information. We need evidence.
He's got a lot of theories. His words, I think, were, I don't think they cared. What do you say to that?
Can be furthest from the truth.
Losing hope, Robinson began pleading for media coverage.
It literally took 3 months.
While Robinson searched for his son, the country became riveted by media coverage of another missing persons case, the case of Gabby Petito.
In my situation, people think I love our children less or something, or they're less important.
In 2020, more than 543,000 missing persons records were filed. More than 480,000 were cleared. And 40% of the missing are people of color.
There are a lot of Gabby Petitos and Natalie Holloways in the Black and Brown community.
That's why former police officer Derica Wilson co-founded Black and Missing Inc. and says too often their cases go untold. Eventually, local stations did stories and citizens began helping search.
Did you know Daniel?
No, I just wanted to help.
You're just helping out a stranger on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what? I can't imagine what that man's going through.
As the search for Daniel goes into its 5th month, another family is in the midst of a terrible mystery for a 5th year. The family of Nikki and Ariana Fitz.
Ariana is very energetic, very happy.
2-year-old Ariana went missing under the most suspicious of circumstances in the San Francisco Bay Area in 2016. Her mother, Nikki Fitz, was found in a shallow grave in San Francisco's McLaren Park, but Ariana was gone.
It breaks my heart that Ariana's not with her mom, and Ariana's not with her family. But it also breaks my heart even more is that I know that Nikki wants nothing more than Ariana to be with us, to be home.
Tessa Fitz says she is convinced her niece Ariana was taken by people close to Ariana's mother. San Francisco police searched for weeks. They had some leads, but no arrests. A digitally altered photo was made of what she may look like now.
And she's 8 now. I don't want to see this in a picture. I want to see her face in person.
Should Ariana Fitz be a household name like JonBenet Ramsey?
Absolutely. Why is her case any different from Kaylee Anthony? I can tell you, the color of their skin is the only difference.
For 5 desperate years, the family has continued searching using flyers, social media, and Black and Missing Inc.
Do you think it has anything to do with color?
I try not to put myself in the mindset of the race issue with her media coverage. All I want is for there to be the media coverage for her. I think she deserves that.
The Fitz and the Robinsons want only one thing, with hugging their missing children once again.
Do you think that Ariana is still alive?
I do believe that Ariana is still alive, and it would mean everything to me to know where she is and to find her. I wait for that day every single day. I believe that day will come.
How long will you search?
till I find my son. I have to. I mean, he's my responsibility.
Sarah Seidner, CNN, Buckeye, Arizona.